Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get our animal oracle and see what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and possible future energies. All right, Capricorn, struggling with reclaiming your power. What you need to look at is we have know your worth and future energies you see clearly now. Bottom of the deck, we have be peace. Dove spirit, be peace. I love that. So the overall energy message that I'm getting here is finding that calmness because you've reclaimed your own power and you know your worth and you know that you deserve more in a situation, and you're able to see clearly now about a situation, that there may be a situation that you're kind of feeling clouded. Sometimes we get in those relationships or those situations where we have those rose-colored glasses on and we're really not able to see things clearly because we're in the middle of it. We're in the midst of it. Like we can't see really what's going on around us, that we need to step away from something to look back into it to see clearer. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on in a situation where maybe you're being taken advantage of, that maybe you're feeling stuck, or you're maybe not making the best choices for yourself. And you really need to take a step back and see clearly that, hey, I have to make some choices. I have to find a resolution. I have to figure this out, and to have that calmness, that dove spirit, feeling that calmness around you. All right, so let's grab some tarot. I feel like grabbing these. Okay. All right, so let's see, what else is Capricorn struggling with here? With reclaiming your power. Reclaiming power about what? With what? All right, Prince of Wands, taking actions on something, doing something, claiming your, standing up for yourself, right? A choice, something that you want to do that makes you happy. Finding your happiness. I feel like you're not feeling happy. You're not feeling fulfilled. You're not taking actions to do those things that make you happy. What do you need to look at? Six of Wands, rising above the situation and seeing all of the support of the people, surrounding yourself with the supportive people around you that are positive for you, that give you that boost. What you also need to look at is Ten of Cups, your happiness, right? That I feel like it's the closeness. We have Eight of Pentacles. There's something new. I feel like there's something new that you want to do. There's a new direction. There's something that you're yearning for. There's that happiness. I feel like that's sort of missing for you right now, and you're kind of trying to figure out, okay, what makes me happy? Where do I go? Or I know what that is, and I have put that on the back burner before, and now it's time for me to step up to the plate and do those things that make me happy. Future energies, I love it. The Emperor, that powerful. You see clearly now. Talk about you see clearly now. The Emperor sees very clear. He knows his directions. He knows his movements. He knows where he wants to go. He is confident that whatever choice he makes, it's going to be a good choice. And if it's not a good choice, that he will work through it. He will get past it, and he will find a way to make it a good choice, to make it a good direction, right? He's in control. We have the Emperor, who's looking directly at the Hanged Man, which is seeing things from a different point of view. I feel like you're seeing things differently now, right? And then we have the Two of Cups. So this could have to do with a relationship that you're finally able to see clearly. You're finally able to see, okay, this is what it's all about. This is what needs to be changed. This is what needs to be worked on, right? This is how I want a relationship to be. You see clearly now, because you're seeing things from a different direction. It could be about a relationship, but this also could be within yourself, that you're seeing clearly, okay, I have to make decisions and choices that are best for me. Bottom of the deck, we have the Prince of Pentacles, which is that slow, steady progress, moving forward towards bigger and better and good, positive things. And that's definitely the direction that I feel here, because I feel a lot of happiness here. The Three of Cups, this Ten of Cups. This Two of Cups, seeing clearly, knowing your worth, reclaiming your power, getting things back on track. And I feel that that is your motivation, that is your desire, that's what you want to do, that's where you want to go. You want to have that Ten of Cups, right? What you need to look at is, but the question is, what is your Ten of Cups? What does that mean to you? When you think of a Ten of Cups, what do you see? Everyone's Ten of Cups is different. Is it a relationship that you're in right now that you don't have that Ten of Cups, that you want to get to that Ten of Cups? Are you not feeling that? Or is it that you're single and you want to get to that Ten of Cups, but maybe it's not even a relationship. Maybe it's just that fulfillment within yourself. You have to have that fulfillment within yourself before you can, I feel, before you can truly reach the Ten of Cups, where you can truly reach that happiness. If you're not happy inside, you can have all the relationships, you can have everything in the world, you can have all of the money, you can have every materialistic thing that you want. You know, you could have every pet and every animal, and you could have a million friends around you. But if you are not happy within yourself, if you're not happy with yourself, then none of that matters. None of it, it may temporarily make you happy. It may, for a little bit, make you happy and make you think that you're fulfilled or you're happy. But if you don't have that happiness within yourself, if you can't look in the mirror and say, I'm so proud of myself, I'm proud of myself for things that I've done, that I've accomplished, that I'm trying, that I'm going outside the box, that I'm pursuing those things that give me that fulfillment within myself that only I can give myself. Until you can do that, that all of the other things really don't, they're not going to give you that long-term fulfillment. And I feel like that's what this realization is here, is that what is that fulfillment within myself, that Ten of Cups for me, right? And I feel like that's what you're striving for, right? Reclaiming your power, knowing your worth, seeing clearly, okay, I have to make those decisions. I have to find that happiness within myself. All right, so let's get some more cards here. Let's get another line here. See what else is. Taking a pause and taking a step back and looking back over things. That's what she's doing here, is that she hasn't harvested her pentacles yet. But it's very lush and there's a lot of, fulfillment there, but she's kind of pausing and kind of looking backwards. Looking back over maybe the past decisions, past things that have gone on, and saying, okay, yeah, I guess maybe over the last 10 years, I really haven't made those choices that are best for me. I really haven't stood up for myself, or, maybe I need to do things differently. Maybe I need to focus on more of those things that are important to me. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo, and we have the Snake, which is blocking the path. So it's shining a light on it and saying, yeah, there's an obstacle in front of me. There's a challenge in front of me. There's some things, some roadblocks here, but how am I going to get past that? Is it something that I'm putting down myself? Is it something that I'm letting someone else put in the way? What are those things that I need to do to get past this roadblock? Because I don't want to go back. You can look back over it to see the path that you were on, but then moving forward, it's like, I want to change things. I want to do different. I want to do things differently. I don't want to have things stop my progress, right? To my Nine of Pentacles, which is that fulfillment and those rewards. And it's like making those little accomplishments and rewarding yourself for that. Something that maybe you wouldn't have done in the past, or maybe that you wouldn't have enjoyed in the past. That maybe something that would have overwhelmed you before. Say it's like, sometimes it's, let's give an example. Like for me, I'm just giving an example that in the past, like I didn't really like crowds. I didn't like being around people, or, I would get, say we're going to go to a concert or something, really wanted to hear that person, in the concert, but there was so much stress and anxiety over it that I would, find reasons not to do it, because it was like, oh, I'm just worrying about it too much and it's too stressful that I wasn't able to do it. But now I feel more comfortable about it. Like I'm okay being in crowds. Like I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely a lot better. And when I do something that I would have found excuses or reasons not to do in the past, and I would have missed out on some happiness or some joy or something that I wanted to see, that now when I do that, I tell myself, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for pushing myself out of my comfort zone, for realizing that, hey, nothing happened, right? I went to this concert and I enjoyed the concert. I had so much fun. Everyone around me was having fun. And I was able to have a good time, and I didn't miss out on it this time. And so that gives me that strength or that energy to try something else, and kind of just doing those things where you're like, wow, I'm so happy because I didn't miss out on that. And I'm proud of myself, and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, hey, now moving forward, I'm going to challenge myself and do those things because it's okay. And to reward yourself and give yourself that own 10 of Cups within you that says, hey, I'm proud of myself and I did it, right? Because before I would have found a roadblock. I would have stepped away from it. I would have missed out on something that was I really wanted to do. But now moving forward, I'm changing that, right? I'm finding those things where I can find that comfort, and I give myself a high five because, hey, I did it. I accomplished it. I tried something new. I'm leaving those old ways behind me, and I'm moving forward without having these roadblocks in the way, or if there is, I figure out how do I get past it. And if maybe you can't, do that biggest thing, you do something a little smaller, right? You do something on a smaller level where it's like, hey, just going to a local restaurant where they're playing music and just being able to sit and relax and eat dinner, but still be able to hear the music and see how other people are, enjoying it too. And then moving it up from there, just taking those smaller steps. Future energies, we have new opportunities that are coming in for you because you're seeing things from a different perspective and you're challenging yourself, right? That you want to try new things. You're, again, King of Swords, looking at things from a different perspective, that you're analyzing things and you're saying, hey, I missed out on a lot of really cool things back here because I was making up those excuses and I was putting those roadblocks in front of myself. I was putting that doubt, or I was finding reasons not to do something, and looking back over it, I missed out on a lot of fun things, but now up here, I want to figure out a way to make those things happen and to reward myself so that I'm not holding myself back. So that's crazy. We have 2 of Cups and 2 of Cups. They both came out in the exact same spot. That's pretty cool. So future energies, seeing that connection, seeing eye to eye, I feel like it has to do with that, as I was saying before, that relationship that you have with yourself, where you have that fulfillment within yourself and you're so proud of yourself, that helps your relationships that you have around you, your partnerships, because you're feeling confident, you're feeling good, your partner sees that and they're like, wow, they're really confident, they're really happy now, and you feel happier towards that person. You're not having resentment towards that person. Sometimes when we're frustrated with ourselves, we'll take out situations on the person that is closest to us, and that's our partner or our good friends or a family member, and we'll do that. But when we're happy with ourselves, we share that happiness with that person, so that person benefits from our own confidence and our happiness within ourselves. So it's like doubly good. So I feel like that's why the 2 of Cups came out here, is it because it's not only within the other person that your relationship becomes stronger and a stronger bond, and you're able to see eye to eye and share those positive moments, but it's also within yourself, which is even better. Bottom of the deck is 8 of Swords, so I feel like it's no longer holding yourself back from situations because you were the one that was holding yourself back. Nobody else was holding you back except for you. If it was another person that was affecting you, were you letting that person be in your energy and in your space to affect you, right? Because sometimes we'll say, well, this person, is negative, or this person is not helping me, or they're being controlling, or they're being this. But do you keep putting yourself in that energy of that person to let them do that to you? Do you keep opening up that door, right? Do you keep accepting their phone calls or their text messages or when they come over? I mean, sometimes we have to deal with people that we don't want to, but we learn to keep them at arm's length because we're like, okay, I know I have to deal with you, but it just has to be on a very basic level, right? But it's like, are we letting these people that are, these things that are affecting us negatively, are we opening those doors to those things and putting ourselves in those situations? Is there a way that we can back away from that and get away from it so that we can enjoy this beautiful 10 of Cups and these 2 of Cups, right? And thinking and seeing things from a different way, and realizing that in the past that you were letting something, a snake, get in your way. And it's like, okay, and letting that snake stop you. But now it's like, okay, I'm going to get past this, right? Freeing yourself from holding yourself back, from achieving those 3 of Cups and doing those things that make you happy and feeling successful and having that 10 of Cups, because you're able to see things from a different point of view. You're in your own strength, your own power. You're analyzing and looking at things, and you're looking at opportunities differently now. It has a lot to do about perspective, and it has a lot to do with how you see things and how you work through things, and being able to recognize them, and what are those things that I can change? What are those things that I can look at? And it's definitely, you have to be open to the opportunity to see those weaknesses within yourself and say, yes, I have been putting myself around this person that has been controlling, and this person who has been overbearing, or this negative energy, and I have been responding to their texts. And you know, we've all done that. I've been in relationships where I knew that the person did not have the best, you know, the person was not a positive person for me, but I would keep answering the text messages and the phone calls, and I would keep that door of communication open, and it would just turn out the same way. And then it was this horrible cycle that would go on for a long time, until I finally realized, okay, I'm blocking that person, not answering phone, not answering text, I'm blocking, I don't see it, I don't surround myself. And there was a massive sense of relief there, huge sense of relief. And I was able to pursue those things that made me happy. I was able to let those things go, and I was seeing how badly those things were holding me back, that I wasn't doing the things that I enjoyed doing because I was sitting around dealing with this negativity. Okay, so sometimes we just have to be open to see, okay, yeah, I got to step up to the plate. I got to step up to the plate and make some choices now, right? I got to make, that other person isn't going to stop doing what they're doing because they're getting exactly what they want from me, is that control and that response. And I'm the one who has to step up to the plate and block that person and cut that person off. That's what I had to do, because that other person wasn't going to. So I had to do it. And sometimes that's hard to step up to the plate. Sometimes it takes you a few times to where you have that strength to do it. But once you do it, you're really proud of yourself. And you should be proud of yourself. We have growth. I mean, that definitely describes this whole reading, is that growth within yourself, is making those choices, reclaiming your power, not giving your power to that other person or that situation, right? You know your worth. You know you deserve more. You know you deserve the 10 of Cups. Right? Nothing less than that. And you're able to see clearly now, and that just those 3 cards there represent growth, represents that growth within yourself, and that happiness and that blossoming and that blooming, and not holding yourself back from anything anymore. And that's extremely important. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.